What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Black Ops Cold War video. And today we're going to be talking about the 10 things Black Ops Cold War players hate. That's you guys and me as well. I have to agree that I agree with most of the things on this list. Now, some of you guys might be asking, how did you get this list? It can't just be like your own thoughts. This has to be the players, and it is. This is actually from Reddit. I was browsing Reddit and I got to give them the credits because this is where I got most of the things from. Now, I will say I agree with mostly everything on this, and I have to say there's one thing I disagree with, but I'll let you guys know what that is once we get to it. Now, quickly before we get into this, if you guys could drop a like on this video, if you agree with any points on this list, just go ahead and drop a like. We're not going to set a like goal. That's all on you guys. If you enjoy this video, just drop a like, man. And subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here with notifications turned on. And let me know down in the comments below the one thing you hate most about Black Ops Cold War and the one thing you guys like the most about the game too. We got to keep it a little bit positive because this video is going to be talking about the hateful things. So at the number 10 spot, it should be number 1, but I got to talk about it first. I got to get it out of the way, and that's because literally every single person is talking about it. We got skill-based matchmaking. Now, skill-based matchmaking is a horrible problem in this game. We had skill-based matchmaking in Modern Warfare, but in this game, it feels like it was turned up 100 notches. It doesn't make sense how strong it is in this game. It shouldn't be this strong, but it is what it is, man. Skill-based matchmaking is just pissing off a lot of people, and I am definitely on that list of getting rid of it. I want it out of the game. Just get it out, man. Everyone's gonna be happier. Going down the list to number 9, we got horrible maps. Like, literally, dude, these maps are garbage. We all thought Treyarch was gonna do something Treyarch normally does, and that's give us amazing maps, where even the worst maps in previous Black Ops games are better than most of the maps in this game. Like, dude, let's think about it. I want you guys to think about it. If you go all the way back to Black Ops 2, Aftermath was considered one of the worst maps, and in this game here, if you actually look at it, Moscow is considered one of the better maps in the game, but I don't think I would vote for Moscow 100% of the time over Aftermath if both those maps came up in rotation. Sometimes I would vote Aftermath, and that tells you something. The best map in the game compared to the worst map in a previous game, people still like the worst map a little better. So I mean, dude, they gotta work on it. There's literally head glitches everywhere and all that kind of stuff. And for example, Miami, dude, Miami, if you go into the middle of the map, people from anywhere else on the map could see you. They could take you out. That shouldn't be a thing, man. Treyarch, what are you guys doing? Going down the list to number 8, we got campers everywhere, and this kind of goes with the horrible map design. With the amount of actual head glitches in this game, people are just camping in every single player, and the fact that kills give you way more points towards your score rather than objective play, who could really blame people for camping when you get more points for killing than you do for capturing a flag in domination? I would camp too, and I do camp as well. I can't deny it. There's no drive to play the objective, so you might as well just go for higher streaks. At number 7, I don't got much to say about this one, but it is the AUG. The AUG just needs a huge nerf. The AUG needs to be out of the game. Just throw it in the garbage. Flawed design. Nerf it. Do something to it, because that thing is just taking over the entire game. It's just horrible how overpowered the AUG is. Anyways, man, we got to move on because I could talk about the AUG all day long. Going down to number 6, we have poor visibility now, especially on satellites. I'm gonna say it, man. If you're in the middle of the map on satellites, your character is literally the same color as the broken down, I guess it's a plane, I don't even know what it is. You're literally the same color as that and the ground and stuff. So if you lie down in the middle of the map, you're not going to be seen whatsoever from people who are all the way on the other side of the map. You're not going to be seen. You could easily just lie there and kill a bunch of people, and even people that come close to you are going to have trouble seeing you. So like, dude, the visibility in this game is horrible. If you go into a dark corner, the enemies are barely going to see you whatsoever. That's something that they really need to work on, and this is a problem that we also had with Modern Warfare 2019. I don't know what's going on with games and having poor visibility, but something needs to be fixed. When a game like Black Ops 1 from 10 years ago had way better visibility than this game does now, something is definitely wrong. Now, speaking of visibility, we're going to go down to the next one on the list, and this is one that I see a lot of people complaining about. Like, this is kind of the one I disagree with, but I'm going to have to give you guys the point of what people argue. So at number 5, we got horrible graphics. Now, let's be honest, graphics should not be a determining factor in the fact that if a game is fun or not. It shouldn't be the determining factor. But you can't deny, like, dude, Cold War is a huge downgrade from Modern Warfare 2019. Like, this shouldn't be a thing. I kind of have to say I don't mind the horrible graphics. It doesn't bother me that much, but there's a lot of people out there that just think this game looks like a PlayStation 2 game, and I can't deny it. Even on the PlayStation 5, it kind of just looks a little bit better than the PlayStation 4, and I have a PlayStation 5 and 4, so I did compare it. There's not much of a difference. So a lot of you guys on the older gen consoles might be thinking this game is going to be a lot better once you get a next gen. It's not, dude. Like, that's something really wrong. That's something they gotta fix, and they shouldn't be putting games out in 2020 that look like they were made in 2010. Heck, even Black Ops 1 in 2010 looks better than this one. Let's move down the list to the number 4 spot, guys, and that is the fact that you shoot first and you die first. And this one I 100% agree with. I agree with this. Like, I'll agree with this till the day I die. This should not be a thing, and this has to do with the fact that skill-based matchmaking, going back to that for a second, is actually the determining factor in what lobbies you get into. It's not based on connection or anything like that, and that's why a lot of you guys probably get into lobbies where your ping is over 100, where your ping is probably maybe around 80, 150, even 200 sometimes. That should not be a thing at all. So that means when you shoot someone, you're going to die first. If his ping is a lot lower than yours, his connection's a lot better, he's seeing you before you could see him on his screen, so he could shoot you theoretically before you could even see him, which kind of sucks, but that's what it is. That's pretty much what skill-based matchmaking is doing to this game. And not only that, Treyarch is notorious for having horrible netcode, which is why sometimes you feel like you die after you turn a corner by 10 steps. You run around the corner, you think you're gonna live, you're like, haha, I dodged that guy, and then he still kills you. In the kill cam, apparently you're not behind the corner whatsoever, and that's just the netcode, man. And that's for number 3. I gotta talk about the netcode for the number 3 spot. It's horrible, dude. And that's also why sometimes you die what feels like 1 bullet. On his screen, the enemy screen, he shot you with like 5 bullets. He shot you properly, but on your screen, it's not registering whatsoever, so you feel like you die in 1 bullet, and it should not be a thing as well, but it is what it is, man. Let's move down to number 2 on this list, and I wanted to put this one at number 1, but you guys are going to see what I put at number 1. It's kind of different and doesn't go with everything on this list, but it is in the number 1 spot for a very good reason. So at the number 2 spot, which should be number 1, again, I'll let you guys know that, is meta weapons, or meta weapons, however you want to call it, in literally every single lobby, in every player's hand. You can't use a knife. You can't run around if you're in a high skill-based matchmaking lobby and just have fun with a knife. It's not going to happen. There's going to be kids snorting G Fuel, running around, jumping, drop shotting, and jumping at the exact same time with a golden or diamond or whatever MP5 they're using. Who knows, man? They're even going to be using the AK-47, and especially the guys with the AUG who don't use any other weapons in the game besides the AUG. It's just, dude, it's annoying. You can't have fun. You can't pull out a pistol and go smack people. You can't pull out a knife and try to tomahawk around the whole map. I've done it. I did it for like 40 games in a row, and knifing is very hard. That's why, man, I got respect for people on YouTube who just knife and stuff like that, man. I got mad respect for them, because in this game, it is very, very hard. So, like, these knives only, man. Respect to that, dude. So meta weapons, people gotta stop using those. People just gotta stop. It's getting annoying, it's ridiculous, but that's not their fault. It's, if everyone's using it, you're gonna use it too, and I do as well. When I'm playing just for fun, if I'm not recording and stuff, or if I'm not testing different weapons, I'm using the meta weapons as well. I mean, it is what it is, and I said that like 50 times in this video, but I'm just hoping that they fix some of these things, man. And the last thing on the list, at the number 1 spot, like I said, it's not gonna go with anything else on this list, but that actually has to do with the development of the game. It wasn't actually Treyarch who developed most of this game, and you guys could tell just by the maps. Treyarch, in the previous 4 Call of Duties Black Ops that they made, they had amazing maps, and every single game they made, the maps all follow one design. They have the left lane, the right lane, and then the middle lane, where maybe 3 or 4 lanes actually connect to the middle. In this game right here, you guys could tell that it's not like that whatsoever. The maps are completely different. Anywhere you go on the map, there's going to be a spot where people could get you from 10 different directions, and that is because Sledgehammer actually developed most of this game, which kind of sucks. Sledgehammer, they shouldn't really have done that. It's not really their fault. They were making the next game, and then Activision decided to give them the boot, and then they gave Treyarch the game that was half made, and they're like, finish this, you gotta go fast, we gotta get it out, and we gotta do something right now. So, I mean, you can't really blame Treyarch. They rushed a game that they weren't even developing, in the beginning, and they did the best they could. So I'm not going to put the blame on the actual developers for this one here. I'm going to put the blame on Activision for dropping a development team mid-game and putting on another development team halfway through. And I mean, Treyarch, dude, props to you guys. You did good at picking up the work, but you got a lot more work ahead of you. But that's gonna be it for the video, guys. If you did enjoy it, like I said, if you agree with anything on this, you guys determine if you want to like the video or not. I'm not gonna ask for like a billion likes on it. I mean, it would be nice, do what you gotta do, but I'm not gonna ask for it. So that's all up to you guys. And subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here with those notifications turned on as well, so you don't miss a future video. And let me know down in the comments what the one thing is that you hate the most in this game. Thank you for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.